Hello everyone. This is a no damage run of Resident Evil File 1's Outbreak scenario on very hard mode.
Yeah.
I'm playing as Kevin. Partners are turned off. So it is a solo Kevin run.
There was a disruption earlier at today's football match between the Raccoon Sharks and the Old Port Thunders. Apparently, the game was interrupted when an unruly fan got out of control and sparked a riot. The number of injured is not yet known, but more than 50 local law enforcement officers
Aren't you eating anything? Hey, Bob, where's your mind at?
What?
Huh? What a weird customer.
Who is this guy? Damn it! He's unconscious. Are you all right?
What are you doing?
I always thought it was a nice touch how the zombie's cheek peels off. Anyway, so the first objective is to get the hell out of this room. We're not going to wait for the zombies to bust in and grab Will. Some of you might remember there was a David run-through where I also took no damage. I waited for Will. I'll be re-uploading that David run-through to this channel at some point. But either way, going into the bathroom, grabbing the handgun, and we're going to use that to pop open this door. Then we're going to go straight upstairs, go to the owner's room, and grab an alcohol bottle. Interestingly enough, even though the doors haven't busted open yet, there's still dead people upstairs. Why are there dead people upstairs? The owner clearly has something to hide. Doesn't really matter too much though, because we're trying to get out of here as quickly as possible. So first up, gonna kick this guy backwards. If he's far enough forward, then we can go ahead and grab the key, but it's generally preferable to kick the zombie back before you grab the key. So that way he doesn't charge in and hit you while you are attempting to grab the key.
No! Ah!
Also, another zombie just popped in out of nowhere. Not sure what that was all about, but just gonna kind of roll with it. So this next trick coming up, there's a zombie around this corner over here, and we are going to bump him out of the way. Kevin's kick knocks him pretty far back. It's a little inaccurate though. Personally, I prefer tackling as a melee maneuver. He kind of shambles up pretty slowly, but a close-up shot with the 45 will down any and every zombie in one shot. Down them, not kill them, but that's good enough in very hard mode in File 1. So we're gonna kick this guy up the stairs twice, a third time for good measure, even though that was certainly enough distance, but you have to down the zombie, get behind him, and then kick him up those stairs about 2 to 3 times in order for the zombie to begin busting open the shutter. He'll do it anywhere between 18 to 21 times, but basically the second we start to hear the shutter open is when we want to start to climb down this ladder, but I'm climbing up this ladder in order to keep the zombies that have just busted open the door from aggroing their way all the way over here. They can't climb ladders, they obviously can't get me in this little hidey hole up here, but I'm pretty sure the higher you are, the less likely they are to aggro to you. It might be just as well that Kevin crawling just completely deactivates their aggro altogether, but I haven't really explored that in this scenario yet. So you can hear the shutter coming up here. Gotta make our way through the door before the zombie is actually able to attack. Gonna re-equip the 45 auto, so that way we can knock down the gate once we get to it. The This section over here is a little bit RNG. These crows are very likely to fly into you, but you can generally zigzag if you have to, if you must, but the most direct route is probably the best. Just narrowly managed to avoid that grab, too.
Attention everyone. Due to the riots in progress, this area will be closed off soon. Please proceed to this checkpoint immediately. If you do not leave the area in time, we cannot guarantee your safety.
Suffice it to say, this whole rooftop is pretty much RNG for the most part. You get iframes when you are climbing up and down ledges. So generally don't have to worry about these crows very much except for this long strip of floor over here. 1, 2, square. So I say 1, 2, square, that was just the timing there. It's a little awkward, quick little explanation. I really shouldn't have kicked her there. I should have just gone for the shoot, but... Why even did I kick her there? Because one handgun bullet would have been enough. I must have been really tired when I did this. So over here it's kind of difficult to judge distance, but if you kind of go left and then right, then you can get the zombie to turn left and try to hit you while you go for the door and gain iframes from the door.
You startled me. I'm surprised you're still alive. The whole city's a war zone. We need all the help we can get. Now, move the police car over there to build a barricade. Go!
Well, you heard the man. I usually like to start with this car first. The Scissortails like to leap at you if you are fairly far away, but they generally won't attack until they have their tails up. Of course, there was the third Scissortail. There's only 3 Scissortails on this screen at any one time. But by pushing them up there, I'm also grouping them together so that Raymond will shoot them whenever you try to push this police car. But it's better for those Scissortails to sort of be at the bottom of the screen. In an ideal world, you'd just get the cars in one push. We're just going to keep pushing while Raymond deals with the first 2. Try to be pushing as much as humanly possible. Because if you're pushing, you have iframes. Meanwhile, the other Scissortails are busy focusing on Raymond. Once you've pushed all the cars onto the trigger points...
They're getting closer. We gotta go, now!
Then we go through to the next phase, which is let Raymond break down the door and stand places. So here's the breakdown. I'm standing in this corner, and Kevin's auto-aim is going to basically give away how close the Scissortails are to me, or give away how close a Scissortail is to me. If Kevin is able to aim at them, then they are able to leap at me. Then I have to move in sort of an elliptical motion around the room. Counterclockwise. The door has 65,000 HP, and I think each individual shot from Raymond's shotgun does about 1,250 HP worth of damage to the door. So it takes a good 7 or 8 full shotgun clips from Raymond to take down the door. Actually, let's do the math right now while we're waiting. 65,000 divided by 1250 equals, 52 shotgun shells. Divided by 7. Yeah, it's gonna take about 8 clips of shotgun shells, and of course, you know, they can still knock them down in the meantime, so really the trick on very hard is to just be very quick on your feet. I think that scissor tails are much easier to dodge than zombies. And of course, still using R1. Gotta make sure our empty 45 is equipped, because the 45 has a longer lock-on distance than your physical attacks.
Hey, listen, you should go now. That's a fuel tank. Leak the gas and use it to burn these bastards. Do it now!
You could definitely do a little safer by grabbing a lighter in one of the rooms at the bar, but instead we're just going to grab the lighter off of Raymond. Just in exactly the right spot so that the scissor tails don't try to leap and knock me down. As I said, generally easier to dodge scissor tails than zombies. Barbecue is exactly how I like my crickets. So with that, we're pretty much safe. If you would prefer to, you could end the scenario early and still get the no damage bonus. But instead, I'm going to do the cool ending. We have to wait until Officer Dorian over here comes to his final resting spot and stops walking before the cutscene triggers.
This is the Raccoon City Police Department. Please try to stay calm. Vehicles are standing by to commence evacuation. We need everyone here as quickly as possible. That's it then? Get in, please. highway is too dangerous. We're taking side streets. Damn! Another barricade. As you can see, there are too many roadblocks. I'm afraid you'll have to get out and continue on foot.
So no extra preparation is necessary. You can totally do this section while dodging zombies. As a matter of fact, you pretty much have to, because if you kill one zombie, then more are just going to spawn in its place.
Oh, God.
What's taking so long? Hurry up!
I'm trying! I'm almost done! Hurry! Hurry! This way! Okay, it's done!
Eric!
What should I do?
Well, back the fuck off for starters. You're outnumbered about 1 to 3,000. So first up, we're going to go over here and grab the handle to the detonator. Just narrowly avoided some hits, but the reason why I wanted to go to the right there is because those two zombies always start in the room, heavily aggroed. There's a lot of zombies in this room, but generally by moving this way and generally staying away from the horde, we can create enough space to combine the items and then go and use the detonator. And that's it. That's the end of the scenario.
Now that was a rush.
Everything started to go wrong from then. No. Maybe we just didn't realize things had been going wrong for a long time. Dead people wander the city in search of the living. Huh. When that becomes normal, I know that it's time to just give up.
Yesterday, just before dawn, the Pentagon announced that radioactive waste has been leaked throughout Raccoon City. In accordance with U.S. safety regulations, the city has been placed under quarantine, and the Army has been sent in to investigate and control the situation.
Thank you all very much for watching. If you like what you see, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And also check out my Twitch channel at twitch.tv/CarcinogenSDA. Links are in the description below. See you all next video.